Today I'm going to be playing an AZORIUS Artifacts deck. With the upcoming Foundation set and the spoilers that have been released so far, there are some artifacts that I'm really excited to try out, such as Maze Mind Tome, Gilded Lotus, and Darksteel Colossus. So I wanted to check in with how it's doing in Standard right now. So let's take a look at the list. Our 3-drop slot is a bit full, but hopefully our early removal spells like Elspeth's Smite, Glass Casket, which is an old favorite of mine from Eldraine Standard of old, will get us to the point where we can start casting our ramp spells like Thran Spider, just doing a 2 of, and Mightstone and Weakstone, which can ramp us into our big, powerful artifacts like Cityscape Leveler and Portal to Phyrexia. The main bones of this deck is using Simulacrum Synthesizer, which creates artifact tokens whenever you cast an artifact with mana value 3 or greater. So we also have Braided Net, which is one of those, to tap down our opponent's permanents, and frankly I was a bit skeptical of this card, but it did prove to be pretty good because it can tap down any permanent and not let them activate any abilities, and then when you've removed the counters, or before if you want, you can transform it for a lot of card advantage depending on how many artifacts you have in play. We also have a Simulation Aegis, which serves as a removal spell that is also an artifact. Mightstone and Weakstone can also remove things and draw us cards, of course. We have 3 steps ahead for our counter spell. Can also make copies of our artifacts. And we also have 1 Urzalord Protector, which is really fun when you do get to do the meld thing with it, with Mightstone and Weakstone. And I will say that I have been playing an Urzalord Protector deck in Paper Magic and Commander, and I did get to meld in Paper for the first time recently, and it was very fun. Unfortunately, not many new Duskmourn cards in this deck besides the Flood Farm Verge and the Mana Base. We're also using Fumori Vault, which is one of my all-time favorite lands in recent memory. We have 1 Sunfall in the main and 1 more in the sideboard for sweeping. We also have Temporary Lockdown to sweep up the aggro decks if we need to. 2 more Get Lost, 3 Ghost Vacuum to take care of the graveyard-based decks, and then we have 1 Disdainful Stroke and 1 Negate. Also have Lorna of the Third Path for artifacts and enchantments, and then 3 Steel Seraph to help us against aggro decks mainly. And when we need a big threat, the Source of Life Gain is really good, and it also triggers our Simulacrum Synthesizer. Now this card could be a 4 of in the main, but I'm choosing not to do that. It's not my favorite card, so I'm choosing to play some other ones. Gonna see where Artifacts is for now in Standard, and hop into a match. Alright, we're on the play. Oh, terrible. I didn't want to keep a 2-lander, but this is not much better. 5 lands and a Deduce Dream. Alright, let's keep the Elspeth's Smite. I have no idea what we're up against, so it could be good. Get to Deduce, which might get us there. Opponent is mercilessly not aggroing us. And there's a Synthesizer. Could play Urza here, but I think it'll probably just die to a kill spell. Let's put away the Casket. We already have Smite for any small creatures. Yeah, was the Slasher? I think it's when it deals damage or when it attacks. If it's when it attacks, Smite is not very good. Okay. Just gonna drop the Smite here. We know we're gonna need some more discard fodder. So, play Braided Net. And then I think on their upkeep, I'll shut down Elspeth with it, because there's nothing else going on. So right now, after their untap phase, shut down Liliana for the turn. Oh, did I say Elspeth? Ooh. Embarrassing. Oh. A fascinating original play by our opponent. Good old Sheoldred. Now, what do we need to do? Can attack Liliana with our Anchorage. Draw a card with the Clue, see if we get an answer for Sheoldred. And we can tap down one of these. I'm gonna draw. And maybe what I'm doing is yep. I should have done this beforehand, but okay, that's what I wanted to happen. So we get to kill Sheoldred, trade away our token, but that's not the end of the world. And let's Surveil. Okay, Aegis could help us. Gonna still shut down Liliana here. Let's see what you got. Bandit's Talent. Okay. Discards 2 cards unless they just... Okay, so I guess we'll discard Urza, unfortunately. Okay, Bat doesn't do anything, but they can chump Liliana. We could Aegis the Bat. Yeah, maybe I should have done that, but I think I'm going to do one more turn with the Braided Net and Liliana.
Watch it.
Do like this. Another synthesizer is very nice. That's what I like to see. Let's do this. So, keeping Liliana shut down and then maybe gonna hopefully kill her. T now? T at now? Ah, there's the big baddie. I'm gonna take some damage. I think we synthesize. Don't really want either of these, I think. We need some answers. Primordial Vault could be an answer, but it's very slow. So, let's just play this and make some big baddies. They can make us sacrifice a 7/7 here with Liliana if they want her to kill her. And they can also make a 6/6 with the Ritual Chamber. But at least we get Liliana off the battlefield. Really need some artifacts now off the top, but we can also transform Braided Net, which would be good. Okay, there's the Slasher. Big baddie. Deals combat damage. That would be crazy if it would just trigger when it attacked. It's not what I wanted to see. What are we crafting with here? I think we're crafting with the Aegis. I don't care if they get the bat back, really, and don't want to get one of our creatures away. So we get 2 more tokens here, which is awesome, and then... What do? I think we do like this. I mean, we can just threaten lethal here. Or we can draw cards. I'm going to attack with 2 7/7s, see how they block, and then maybe activate the... Yeah, let's do this. Well, yeah, we get 1 more card this way, but they take 1 less point of damage, so it's a bit of a toss-up. But we do get an entirely new hand. It's pretty good. This card is kind of crazy in that way. If you can get it to work, it's very good. We do get Sunfall if they play something that we can't beat, but that is going to do it. Oh, baby. Simulacrum Synthesizer. Okay, Lauren can come in. Get Lost can come in. Maybe a Seraph. Maybe a Lockdown, I guess. Smite and Casket are good. I think Counterspells are less good. Alright, let's try this out. Okay, the Aegis has a lot of work to do here, but I think we can keep. Get rid of Demolition Field, I think. I think we need the colors too badly. So let's Surveil. Elspeth Smite is good. That can take care of a Slasher, even though the Aegis can too, but... Alright, probably discarding the Leveler. We're so far away from that. And nothing to do, so I'm going to Surveil again. Yeah, I guess we need the land. They're probably going to make us keep discarding things. Yep. We definitely need to get to Mightstone. Kind of want all our cards, right? I think I want to keep the Smite. Alright. Maybe not the best move, but I think Fountain Port can go. Oh. Okay, maybe they miss a land drop? Kept this hand because they loved all their hand tape, but there they go, missing a land drop, and we get a synthesizer. Boom. And we get a Lauren. I think I'll put away 3 steps ahead. Because we want to draw Lauren, but we also need 5th land for the Might Stone. Okay. Not sticking around. Don't keep a 2-lander, friends. Alright. We are on the draw. Ooh, it's a risky keep. Well, maybe not so risky given that we have 2 Elspeth Smites against this type of deck, so let's see. See if they're full-on lizards or if they're just red aggro. Gonna take some hits, but I will happily exile this Hired Claw. So there was a stick there with the treasure. Gonna say they have some sort of pump spell in hand. Oof, that is a relief. Did we just Glass Casket? Yeah, probably, right? Name of the game is just getting all their creatures off the battlefield, I think. Next turn, we can counter something or use the Braided Net. I'm not sure we have a good answer for the Forge other than Braided Net. But it's actually just activated, so I don't think it'll matter. Oh boy. Might be in for a quick game. We really need a Simulacrum Synthesizer here. Yep. I think I'm just going to counter this while we can counter something of value. Forgo smiting the Swift Spear for a turn, I think is okay. Urbrass Forge, though, is going to keep ticking up. Ah. Never saw that coming. Yep, I guess we'll do the net. I'm gonna say we'll probably lose this game either this turn or next turn, and then our matchup definitely gets better with sideboarding. My god. Yeah, Urbrass Forge, 2 of them is pretty disastrous. We are dead. Yeah, I don't think we can really draw anything there. Let's get out of this. We put in Sunfall, Lockdown, Lauren, Get Lost, Teal Seraph, get rid of our counter magic. Braided Net can go down a bit at least. Get rid of Urza, Might Stone, get rid of our big artifacts. Alright, good old aggro. Seems like a solid opener to me. We have a Synthesizer and the Seraph, so the question is, do we need... I think we play the Seachrome Coast to have Elspeth Smites available on turn 1, and then tap land turn 2 probably to get to one of our 3 drops. That is, if we don't draw any other untapped lands. You got a Swift Spear for me? Nope, it's a Hired Claw. Something we cannot smite. We get the untapped land too, but I think we'll stick with our smiting plan. Could get lost this before it attacks us, I suppose. But let's see what they do. Alright, doesn't seem like they have a pump spell, so I'm going to get rid of the Hired Claw. Yeah, no stick there, which is good to know. And then let's get the Verge down and play the Synthesizer. So, ooh, yeah, Lauren is good. I think we can get rid of this land. We're already in a much better position than last game because we can play Steel Seraph into the Synthesizer. There's the forge on time. But I think we still stick with our plan of Seraph. Make some blockers. Then next turn we can Lauren and get lost. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we choose there because we don't have haste. But next turn we'll be able to hopefully start gaining life. Never mind. It was a dream that I had for just a moment. But a dream nonetheless. Just gonna take this. Don't want to chump the Swifty. Shock to the face. The joys of red. Well, at least we can get their forge, right? And then we can have get lost for the Swift Spear. Pull up the 2/2, and then I would just love to draw another Seraph or anything with a mana cost of 3 of higher artifact. Alright, you want to attack with this thing? They do not. We do have Sunfall. So I'm going to hold up Get Lost, I think. Land is not quite what you want to see. Can also block with Anchorage, so I think we just chill for now. Having Sunfall back up is nice. Going to assume they'll draw some sort of pump spell. Ah, yes, the mono red way. Attack Hall and pray. Okay. No, there's no sticks, so they're just sacrificing their dudes here. What do we want to do? I think we do like this. Probably draw a card with Lauren. Guys, we definitely need some life gain. Ooh, Braided Net gets us another synthesizer token, so that's pretty good. Oh. A target for my Get Lost, you say? Non-basic lands that player controls. That's bad. Jesus. Haven't used this card, seen it in mono red, so... Yep, I'll play the Braided Net and hope they don't have a shock here. Not much else to do. Draw with Lauren in response to hopefully get a counterspell, I suppose. Do we... I don't really want to give them a card, so that's a little tough, isn't it? Do we need to transform the Braided Net right away? It's so hard. What are they holding in hand? Attack with our Vigilance creature. I'm just going to do it. I mean, I think since we're just dead to any damage spell off the top, we need to do this. We'll exile our Seraph in the graveyard. Get another 4/4, and then draw some cards with the Braided Quipu. Okay. It's not life gain, so... Can they just snipe us down? Haha, okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Sure, they can use their maps. Urbrass Forge is also good. We need another Lauren for that. But we do have some blockers. Probably going to play Glass Casket on the Swift Spear. It'll buff our constructs. We know what's happening next turn. Oh, that would have been very interesting if they decided to attack there. But I could see an argument for it, I guess. Mightstone the Weakstone is also interesting to me. Let's use it to draw some cards. We know we can use Glass Casket. We know what they're drawing next. And we beef our things. Yeah. Okay. Get the Braided Net back. And here's the Casket. So. Ooh, and we can do this. I mean, this is how this deck completely pops off, right? Is that just lethal? Oh. 2 life against mono red. Oh, baby. I guess braided net is not the worst thing. Alright, we try. I'm gonna keep it. I mean, there's the fear that if we mulligan, we just do not, like, we get like a 6 card 1 land hand or something, so this way we can use Get Lost into a life gainer with Steel Seraph. And we get some removal, we just need the synthesizer now. Yep, so we're gonna hold up Get Lost and then hope to probably play the Thran Spider next turn. I think they might have some difficulty dealing with that. Wow, Urbrass Forge is on time. Let's just say that. Goodness, that's not good. So, can we draw Lauren? Thran Spider might be able to buy us a little bit of time. I'm gonna assume they have some buffs in their hand, but also Aegis. Yeah, let's do Thran Spider and ramp a bit. Fortunately, they can use the Power Stones with the map tokens if they want. Yeah, a lot of ways to kill us. Ooh, temporary lockdown would be so nice right now. My goodness. Ooh, that's lucky. They get a land from the map, so Thran Spider can still block this thing, we hope. 2 lands is really good for us. Alright. Maybe they can shock our Thran Spider, but it doesn't seem like it. Aegis. Okay, we really wish we had a Simulacrum Synthesizer. So if I play Steel Seraph here, we can give our Thran Spider a lifelink, but we just get 2 back, which is not huge. So let's surveil first. I don't think Get Lost is going to do it in this situation. I think we need to get rid of the Forge. We could deduce. I think I'm going to get rid of the Swift Spear. Just feels a little bad playing our artifacts without a synthesizer. And this is the last turn we can block the Forge with the Thran Spider. Straight to combat. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Not blocking with the Scoundrel means we don't get to kill it, but that's okay. If they can kill our spider, I'll be a little sad. Here, let's see. Okay, we get a shock out of their hand at least. Damn, that thing hurts. Alright, I'm gonna kill this Lynx. We're almost dead, and I think I'm just gonna deduce right now. Ugh. I think that's game. I think that is just game. Maybe I should have gotten the Seraph down sooner, but... Oh, they're not going to attack with Mishra's Founder here? Maybe they just have lethal in hand. Yeah. I think the move with this build is probably to make it just a lot more consistent with the Simulacrum Synthesizer win con. Frankly, it was just dying really quickly to a lot of different decks. If you get the Synthesizer to pop off, it's very fun and very explosive, but beyond that, you'd probably just be better with classic Blue-Eye Control, if I'm being real. And maybe, hopefully it'll get better in the next standard when Foundations comes out. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel, and if you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button. It really helps support me as I continue to make videos on Arena. So I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.